So today we are going to start the same topic, that is polynomials, mathematics 9th class. Okay. Yesterday we have gone through the number of terminologies which are being used, and we have solved the exercise number 2.1 and 2.2. Okay. So few concepts, few observations yesterday we have made. That is, first one is a zero of a polynomial need not be 0. Clear? Second observation, 0 may be a zero of polynomial. This is the second observation. Third, a linear polynomial has one and only one zero. Okay? A polynomial can have more than one zero, means ax plus b is a linear equation. Okay, linear equation. This is the polynomial in having two terms. 0 is minus b upon a, and the condition is that a is not equal to 0. This is the condition. Clear? So this is the only one zero. So this is the observation come from every linear polynomial has one and only one zero. A polynomial can have more than one zero. It means if the degree of equation is n, then you will have the n zeros. Means if suppose you are having the equation n x square plus x plus 1, so you will have two zeros. If it is x cube plus x square plus x plus 1, I am just taking the example, do not think this is a standard equation, this is an example. So there are three zeros. Means it is directly you can conclude that the degree of equation gives you the number of zeros of the roots of the variable. Clear? So if the degree is 100, then you will get 100 zeros. Clear? So now these are the observations. You have to remember, or you have to understand these observations. Now the exercise, we have solved the examples already yesterday or in the previous lecture, video lecture. So exercise number 2.2. This is the question number 1. Equation is 5x square minus 5x minus 4x square plus 3. So we can arrange this equation 4x square plus 5x plus 3. Arranging the equation means highest degree is written first, means in the descending order of the power of the variable. So x square is written first, then x, then 0 power. So you have to find out the value of, when the value of x is equal to 0, means px is equal to minus 4x square plus 5x plus 3. Substituting x is equal to 0. So p 0 is equal to minus 4 0 square plus 5 into 0 plus 3. So this is equal to 3. So p 0, the value is 3. Clear? Now second part of the equation, that is if x is equal to minus 1. So p minus 1 is equal to minus 1 minus 4 into minus 1 whole square plus 5 into minus 1 plus 3. So this is minus 4 minus 1 square is plus 1. So this is 1 plus, so plus into minus is minus 5 plus 3. So this is minus 4 minus 5 plus 3. So this is minus 9 plus 3. So very simple one, minus 6. So the value of p minus 1, polynomial when the x is variable is equal to minus 1, the value is x minus 6. So it is very simple, just we have to substitute the value of variable in the equation, minus 4x square plus 5x plus 3, sorry this is I think somewhere I am, no correct, plus 3. So x is equal to 2, means P2 is equal to minus 4, substituting the value of x plus 5 into 2 plus 3. So this is minus 4, 2 square is 4 plus 5 into 2 is 10 plus 3. So this is minus 16 plus 10 plus, I can write directly 13. It's 13. So this is minus 3 is the answer. So P of value 2 is minus 3. Clear? So this is the way how we can solve the problems like this, by substituting the value of x is equal variable in the equation given, polynomial equation given. Next one, question number 2, P0, P1 and P2 we have to find out. P0, P1 and P2. Equation is find P0, P1, P2 for each of the following polynomials. Py is equal to y square minus y square minus y plus 1. This is equal to Py. So we can say P0 is equal to 0 square minus 0 plus 1. So this is equal to 1. So P of 0 is 1. Similarly, you can find out for 1 and for 2 also. I will solve for 2. P2 is equal to 2 square minus 2 plus 1. So this is equal to 4 minus 2 plus 1. So this is 4 minus 2 is 2. This is equal to 3. Next is also very simple one. What I will write down it? Pt is equal to 2 plus t. Pt is equal to 2 plus t plus 2t square minus t cube plus 2t square minus t cube. This is the equation, polynomial equation is given. What we have to find out? We have to find out P0, P1 and P2. अब आप बताएं कौन सा वाला करना है. So I will solve it for 0 and 1. So P of 0 is equal to, first of all we will arrange the equation so that we will feel comfortable to solve the problems. So minus t cube plus 2t square plus t plus 2. So P0 is equal to minus 0 cube plus 2 0 square plus 0 plus 2. So this is equal to 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2. So the answer is 2. The value of P0 is 2. Now P1, so this is equal to minus 1 cube plus 2 into 1 square plus 1 plus 2. So this is 1 cube is 1, so minus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. 1 is cancelled, 2 plus 2 is 4. So P of 1 is equal to 4 is the answer. Clear? So this is the second question, and you can solve for P t is equal to 2. Okay. Now the next one, Px is equal to x cube. It's a very simple one. Px is equal to x cube. X is equal to 0, P0 is equal to 0 cube, so this is equal to 0. X is equal to 1, so P1 is equal to 1 cube, so this is equal to 1. X is equal to 2, P2 is equal to 2 cube, so this is equal to 8. So these are the answers. So it's very simple, you have to directly substitute. So the next equation is also this, in the same way you can solve the problem. Question number 3. Verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial indicated against them. Okay, we have to verify, means we have to substitute the value of x, the value given or the value of the variable, and the value comes is equal to 0. That means it is the zeros of the polynomial. So the equation, first equation is Px is equal to 3x plus 1. Px is equal to 3x plus 1. X is equal to minus 1 upon 3. We have to verify that whether this is zeros of the equation or not. Okay, which means we can substitute the value of x is equal to minus 1 upon 3 minus 1 upon 3. So this is equal to 3 into minus 1 upon 3 plus 1. So 3 cancel, this is equal to minus 1 plus 1, so this is cancelled, is equal to 0. It means minus 1 upon 3 is zeros of the polynomial. Clear? Zeros of the polynomial. This is the first part of the question number 3rd. Then Px is equal to 5x minus pi. Px is equal to minus pi, x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4 by pi. X is equal to 4 by 5. So substituting the value of x is equal to 4 by 5 is equal to 5 into 4 by 5 minus pi. 5 cancelled, this is 4 minus pi. It means 4 minus 3.14. So I am not getting 0. This is not equal to 0. Hence s is equal to 4 by 5 is not zeros of polynomial 5x minus pi. Clear? Now third, Px is equal to x square minus 1. X is equal to 1 and minus 1. So first of all we will substitute x is equal to 1. So P of 1 is equal to 1 square minus 1. So this is 1 minus 1. So this is equal to 0. So 1 x is equal to minus 1. So P of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 square plus 1 minus 1. So this is minus 1 square means this is plus 1 minus 1. Again this is cancelled, is equal to 0. Means 1 and minus 1 are the zeros of polynomial of zeros of the polynomial x square minus 1. Next one, that is fourth one, Px is equal to x plus 1 x minus 2. x plus 1, x minus 2 for x is equal to minus 1 and 2. Is it correct? I have to check. Yes, minus 1 and 2. By solving the problem, the basics of this polynomials will be very clear. So that's why you have to solve the problems by your own. I'm just solving it on the board, but you have to solve it at home individually. So substituting the value of x is equal to minus 1. So p minus 1 is equal to minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 minus 2. So 0 multiplied by minus 3 is equal to 0. This is the first part. Second, p is equal, x is equal to 2. So p of 2, see here, p of 2, substituting the value of x is equal to 2. So that is equal to 2 plus 1 into 2 minus 2. So 2 plus 1 is 3 and multiplied by 0. So this is equal to 0. So minus 1 and 2 are zeros of polynomial given. Clear? So this is the way, it is a very simple method to solve the problems or check the zeros. So px is equal to x square, x is equal to 0. So of course if you substitute the value you will get 0. So you can solve that problem. So we will continue the next problem, that is px is equal to lx plus m. Where x is equal to minus m upon L. Is it correct? I have to check. Yes, minus m upon L. So substituting the value, of variable x is equal to minus m upon L. So p of minus m upon L is equal to L into minus m upon L in plus m. So L cancel. So this is minus m plus m. Again this is cancelled. So this is equal to 0. So p of minus m upon L is equal to 0. It means minus m upon L is zeros of polynomial. Clear? So आप लोग इस बात के लिए घबराए नहीं कि डिजिट्स नहीं है, कभी कभी लेटर्स और एल एम कॉन्स्टेंट्स आ जाते हैं, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि कोई प्रॉब्लम कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो गया है. तो प्रॉब्लम्स इज you have to solve the problem with the method I have explained. So method is same. You have to just substitute the values and use all the mathematical concepts for solving the problem. Next problem is px is equal to 3x square minus 1. Px is equal to 3x square minus 1. X. There will be two zeros. X square means there will be two zeros. Minus 1 upon root 3 and 2 upon root 3. Minus 1 upon root 3 and 2 upon. We have to substitute first minus 1 upon root 3, then 2 upon root 3. X is equal to minus 1 upon root 3. We will check whether we will get the 0 from this. So P of minus 1 upon root 3. P of minus 1 upon root 3. So we will substitute the value of 1. X 3 into minus 1 upon root 3 whole square minus 1. So this is equal to 3. into minus square of minus 1 is equal to plus 1. So this sign will be plus. Square of under root 3 is 3. So this is equal to 3. This is the positive sign, minus 1. So 3 cancel. This is plus 1 and this is minus 1. This will be cancelled, is equal to 0. So this is the first part. Second part is x is equal to 2 by 3. X is equal to 2 by 3. P 2 by 3. I have to check whether it is root 3 or 2 by 3 only. It is 2 by root 3, yes, my doubt is correct. 2 by root 3. So this is 2 by root 3. 2 by root 3. So minus 1 3 into 3 into 2 by root 3 whole square minus 1. So 3 into 2 square is 4, under root 3 square is 3, minus 1, 3 cancel, 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. So 2 by root 3 is not 0, means minus 1 by root 3 is 0 of the polynomial, but 2 by root 3 is not 0 of the polynomial. Clear? So this is 2 by root 3 is not the polynomial of the equation given, or the given equation. So next one is 2x plus 1. Px is equal to 2x plus 1. And zeros of is 2x plus 1 x 1 upon 2. X is equal to 1 upon 2. So substituting x is equal to 1 upon 2, that is p of 1 upon 2 is equal to 2 into 1 upon 2 plus 1. So that is cancelled, 1 plus 1. So this is equal to 2. So 1 upon 2 is not zeros of the polynomial 2x plus 1. So this is fourth question which is completed, and I think the concept is very clear. Now find the zeros of the polynomial in each of the following case. Px is equal to x plus 4. Px is equal to x plus 4. X plus 5, I think. X plus 5. Second question, Px is equal to x minus 5. Px is equal to x minus 5. This is a separate question, okay? So you should not worry. Px is equal to x plus 5. We have to find out the zeros. Zeros means for any values of x variable, this p of that term, that means if you substitute c, it should be equal to 0. Clear? It means if this term is equal to 0 means x plus 5 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 5. If we substitute the value of x is equal to minus 5, then we will get 0. So it means that is the 0 of the polynomial. So this we can check it. Minus 5 is equal to minus 5 plus 5. So this is cancelled. So this is 0. Means minus 5 is the 0 of polynomial. Similarly, P of C any value is equal to 0. It means x minus 5 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 5. For x is equal to 5, we can check it. P5 is equal to 5 minus 5. So this is equal to 0. Means 5 is zeros of the polynomial. 5 is the zeros of the polynomial. This is the second question. Now, the third one is 3x minus 2. Third one is 3x minus 2. I think you can solve it very easily. Px, that is 3x minus 2. Fourth one is Px is equal to 3x. Is it correct? Px is equal to 3x. Clear. So P for any value must be equal to 0. So 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So 3x is equal to 2. X is equal to 2 by 3. So now we can check here whether we will get the value is equal to 0. So P of 2 by 3 is equal to x 3 into 2 by 3 minus 2. So 3 cancel. This is 2 minus 2. So this is equal to 0. This is the check. So this is 2 by 3 is zeros of the nomial. P of C is equal to 0. It means 3x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 upon 3. X is equal to 0. Okay. It means P of 0 is equal to 3 into 0 is equal to 0. So 0 is the 0 of the polynomial. And what is the name of this polynomial? Is monomial. This is binomial. Clear? Terms, that is depending on the terms. हमने ये 2 दिन पहले अभी पढ़ा था मोनोनॉमियल बायोनॉमियल. So now the next question is Px is equal to Ax and Px is equal to Cx plus D. Okay. Px is equal to Ax where A is not equal to 0 and Px is equal to Cx plus D where C is not equal to 0. Okay, we have to find out the zeros of these two. So Px is equal to Ax. So Pc is equal to 0 means Ax is equal to 0. Ax is equal to 0 upon A we can write. So x is equal to 0. It means by substituting the value P0 is equal to A into 0. So this is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 is the zeros of the polynomial. Okay. Now P x or P c, instead of C I will write T is equal to, because C is used here, this is equal to 0 means Cx plus D is equal to 0. So x is equal to Cx is equal to minus D. X is equal to minus D upon C. So we can check also P of minus D upon C is equal to C into minus D upon C plus D. C cancel. So this is minus D plus D. This is cancelled. So is equal to 0. So minus D upon C is zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial. So I think all the problems are being solved. 4. Okay. So the next topic we will start. Two 2.2 is completely solved. You have to solve by yourself. Otherwise, it seems simple, but when you will solve, you will find few difficulties. Of course, this is not difficult, but it requires too much practice to solve the problems. Remainder theorem. The next topic is remainder theorem. REMA. As we have when we started the chapter, I have already told you that we will go through the two theorems, that is remainder theorem and factorization theorem. So the remainder theorem is, so first of all we will find out what is remainder. What is remainder? If 16 is divided by 5, means 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. So 3, we will get the answer 3 point something. So I will not write in this manner. How I can write 16 is equal to 5 into 3, 5 3s are 15 plus 1. So second example, so this is 12 divided by 5. So again I can write 12 is equal to 5 into 2 plus 2. Clear? What is 1 and 2? Here 1 is remainder. Here 2 is remainder. What is 5? 5 is divisor. 5 is divisor. What is 3 and 2? Is quotient. And what is 16? Is dividend. Clear? So now the concept is very clear. Dividend is written here, divisor is written here, quotient is written here, and the remainder is here. If the remainder is 0, means if suppose I am writing 12 divided by 4, so this is equal to 4 multiplied by 3 plus 0. It means remainder becomes 0. Means 4 is factor of 12, or 4 is the multiple of 12. 4 is the 12 is the multiple of 4. Means if you multiply it by 3, you will get answer 12. Here in this case we are getting the remainders. Clear? The concept is like this. So I will take the variables so that you can understand. You know this one, in the previous classes you have studied, but here we will do it with some variables. I will take the example from your book, that is x square, 2x square plus x square plus x. is divided by x is divided by x. So this will be 2x square, sorry, x cube, I think 2x cube plus x square plus x divided by x. So this is equal to 2x square plus x, or you can write 2x cube upon x plus x square upon x. We can write in this manner also, you know it. Here x is LCM and we have separated it. So each term is divided by x. So this is equal to 2x square plus x plus 1. It means we can write 2x cube plus x square plus x is equal to x into 2x square plus x plus 1. In common language, what we are saying, that is x is common, but x is the factor of 2x square plus x, x is the factor of 2x cube plus x square plus x, means remainder becomes 0. There is no remainder in this case, so this becomes 0. That's why this is the factor. Clear? So now we will take the next example. We will take one problem directly, so that I will explain the steps for that. Example number 6, divide px and gx. Px is equal to x plus 3x square minus 1. Px is equal to x plus 3x square minus 1, x plus 3x square minus 1, and gx is equal to 1 plus x. Okay, 1 plus, I will write here so that we will get the space to solve the problem. Px is equal to x plus 3x square minus 1 and gx is equal to 1 plus x. So the very first thing, the very first step, arrange the equation or polynomial in the descending of the powers of the variable, so that this can be written like this: px is equal to 3x square plus x minus 1 and gx is equal to x plus 1. Both the polynomial equations are arranged, or we can say rearranging the equation. The very first step, it is already arranged, so there is no need. If it is not arranged, then we have to arrange the equation. Clear? We have to divide px. What we have to find out? Px divided by gx, means one equation is divided by the second equation. So I will write the arranged equation, that is 3x square plus x minus 1 is when we are solving the problems. Okay, x plus 1, 3x square plus x minus 1, and here I will write x plus 1. Very first thing, consider the first term of the dividend and the first term of the divisor. First term, clear? So this is the first term is 3x square and the first term of the divisor is x. So this is equal to 3x. What we are getting? 3x. So I will write 3x here. You can see here what I am doing. This is the basic thing you have to understand. आई एम टेकिंग 3x स्क्वायर, जिसको जिस इक्वेशन में भाग देना है, डिवाइड करना है, उसकी फर्स्ट टर्म जिसकी हाईएस्ट पावर है वो, और फर्स्ट टर्म जिससे भाग देना है वो, उसको इससे डिवाइड किया. सो 3x स्क्वायर अपॉन x इज इक्वल टू 3x. सो आई एम राइटिंग 3x हियर. देन व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, x plus 1 into 3x. I am multiplying this 3x into this term. So what I will get, that is 3x square plus 3x. Clear? 3x square plus 3x. So I will write here 3x, I will subtract, plus 3x. So the step is clear. Subtracting minus minus, clear. So this is cancelled. Remainder is minus 2x minus 1, clear. Minus 2x minus 1. Again I will repeat the same step, means I will take the first term here and the first term is this one. So second step is minus 2x upon x. So x cancelled is equal to minus 2. So I will write here this is minus 2. I will multiply this equation by minus 2. So minus 2 into x plus 1. So this is minus 2x minus 2. Minus 2x minus 2. So minus 2x minus 2, I will subtract this. So minus minus, this becomes plus, and this is also plus. So this will be cancelled. This is plus 2 and this is minus 1. So this becomes plus 1. So this is remainder. This is remainder, because here is x plus 1 and this is 1. Remainder is always less than divisor, clear, keep in mind. So how we can write this one? So we can write 3x square plus x minus 1, sorry, x minus 1 is equal to x plus 1 into 3x minus 2 plus 1. This is the result, 3x square plus x minus 1. This is divisor, this is quotient, and this is remainder. So this is remainder, this is divisor, this is dividend, this is divisor, and this one is quotient. So this is the way we can solve the problems. Example number 7. Now this is on the board. I have already written 3x raised to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1. We have to divide this equation by x minus 1. Now we can see whether this is a factor or not of this complete polynomial. So first step is to arrange the equation. So this is already arranged, x raised to the power 4, x raised to the power 3 and x. There is no term of x square, so don't bother about that. So very first step, you have to write down in a particular manner as we are writing. This is 3x raised to the 3x raised to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1. We have to divide this equation by x minus 1. The first term is 3x raised to the power 4. 3x raised to the power 4 is divided by x, the first term of the divisor. So this is equal to 3x cube. It means we have to multiply 3x cube 2x minus 1. 3x cube, first of all I will write here 3x cube. Okay, so this becomes 3x raised to the power 4 minus 3x cube. So 3x raised to the power 4 minus 3x cube. Okay, so the equation written is correct or not, I have to check. That 3x cube minus, okay, correct, 3x cube minus 4x cube. Okay, so this becomes cancel, minus, this becomes plus, so this is minus x cube minus 3x minus 1. This is positive because we are subtracting 3x raised to the power 4 and this one. So this will become negative and this becomes positive. Opposite sign, minus minus plus. So this is plus 3 minus 4, so minus sign, minus x cube minus 3x minus 1. So the very first term in the second step, minus x cube minus x cube, this one minus x cube divided by x. So minus x cube divided by x is equal to minus x square. So immediately I will write down here x square minus x square. So minus x square is multiplied by x minus 1. So this is minus x cube plus x square. Again minus minus plus, so minus x square into minus 1 is equal to plus x square. So this is x cube plus x square. So minus x cube plus x square. Subtraction. So this minus minus plus and this becomes minus. So again this is cancelled. Minus x square minus 3x minus 1. Keep in mind there is no x square term here in this equation. Minus, this is x square, x cube, x. So here I can write this term like this. If you want to see, I will write here minus x cube plus 0 x square minus 3x minus 1. So this is minus, means there is no term of x square. So this is minus x square. This is the point where the students are doing the mistakes. They are subtracting 3 and minus 2, so they are writing minus 2x square. But here x and here this one is x square. So minus x square minus 3x. This one is minus, this is minus and minus 1. So be careful while solving the problem. Now same step again. I will remove this. Okay. Minus x square upon x. So this is equal to minus x. So minus x. Minus x into x minus 1. So minus x square plus 1. So substituting here, minus x square plus 1. Clear? Minus x square plus 1. So here minus minus plus and this is minus. So this is cancelled. So again there is no term of x. So this is minus 3x minus 2. Minus 3x minus 2. Again minus 3x divided by x is equal to minus 3. So here I will write minus 3. Multiplying my minus 3 to the equation. So minus 3 into x minus 1. So So minus 3x minus minus plus 3. So minus 3x plus 3. Minus plus, and this is minus, so this is cancelled, this is minus 5. So now remainder becomes minus 5. So this is 3x cube minus x square minus x minus 1. So we can write this in the form that is 3x raised to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1 can be written like this, that is 3x cube minus x, first of divisor, that is x minus 1 into 3x cube minus x square minus x minus 3 minus 5. So this is remainder. Clear? X minus 1 is the factor of this equation, okay, but x minus 1 is not the factor of this complete equation. Clear? So that's why the remainder is there, it is equal to 5. Now I think this is too much for today's lecture. In the next lecture we will solve the exercise depending on these concepts. So thank you.